Just recently, HYBE made an unexpected announcement that caused an immediate wave of panic across the fanbase. Rumors started circulating about a possible split between Jungkook and Taeyoung, and within moments, ARMY was in turmoil, searching for answers. So, what exactly is going on behind the scenes, and why did HYBE make such a dramatic move? Let's break it down. The initial shock and the fans' reaction. When HYBE dropped the bombshell, fans froze. The idea of a potential separation, even if only temporary, felt completely out of place. Jungkook and Taeyoung have always had an undeniable chemistry, both on stage and off. Their bond was so genuine that the thought of them being pulled apart felt almost impossible. As rumors swirled, fans began rewatching old clips, analyzing every backstage interaction, and searching for signs of discord. The more they looked, the more it seemed like something wasn't quite right. The timing of the announcement felt odd. Jungkook and Taeyoung had just returned to the spotlight with renewed energy and were being praised for their individual and collective performances. Fans were left wondering, why now? Why make such a bold decision at a time when everything seemed to be aligning for BTS? The growing speculation. As the news sank in, fans noticed subtle shifts in Jungkook and Taeyoung's behavior. Jungkook appeared quieter backstage, and Taeyoung seemed more distant during interviews. Was there something fans had missed? People started to piece together moments that had seemed insignificant before. Every small gesture, every pause, became a clue and a mystery that ARMY felt compelled to solve. But what broke fans' hearts even more was the idea that Jungkook and Taeyoung might not have had a choice in this. Both idols have always worn their hearts on their sleeves. Their connection was not for show, it was built on years of shared experiences, challenges, and an unspoken understanding. The thought of them being forced apart by external pressures was too painful for fans to accept. Behind closed doors, rumors of internal conflict. Whispers began to emerge from insiders. Some claimed that the decision to restructure BTS's future had been brewing for months, and the announcement was just the culmination of long-standing internal discussions. Others suggested that HYBE made the decision suddenly, leaving even the staff shocked. As fans continued to speculate, they realized the silence from the company was only fueling the mystery. Jungkook and Taeyoung's public appearances began to carry a new weight. Their smiles seemed softer, their words more cautious, and there was an unspoken tension between them that fans could not ignore. It was clear that something bigger was happening behind the scenes, but the details remained elusive. ARMY had a sinking feeling that this wasn't just about schedules or temporary projects, it was about something much more profound. The emotional toll on BTS members. Fans became increasingly concerned about the emotional toll this was taking on Jungkook and Taeyoung. If they had no say in the decision, it could create a rift not just within the group, but within their individual lives. The idea that two of the closest members of BTS could be facing the situation alone was heartbreaking for the fans who had been with them through every twist and turn of their journey. This emotional weight became even more apparent when more behind-the-scenes footage surfaced, showing moments of quiet tension between the two idols. In one clip, Jungkook appeared to be holding back tears, and in another, Taeyoung walked away from an interaction, looking unusually distant. These moments, which fans had once dismissed as stress or exhaustion, now seemed like glimpses of a deeper, unresolved issue. The increasing silence and its impact. As the rumors intensified, the silence from Jungkook and Taeyoung grew even louder. For idols who are known for connecting with their fans through small updates, live streams, and interactions on social media, their absence felt like a message in itself. Fans began to feel that the silence wasn't just a lack of communication, it was an intentional move to protect something, or perhaps someone. ARMY was left to speculate, were Jungkook and Taeyoung avoiding the issue, or were they simply not allowed to speak out? What were they trying to protect, and from whom? The unfolding mystery, industry leaks and cryptic moments. As rumors spread like wildfire, some industry insiders began leaking more details. One report claimed that a meeting had taken place where Jungkook and Taeyoung strongly voiced their concerns about the potential restructuring. This wasn't a disagreement between the two members, but a shared belief that the direction HYBE was pushing wasn't the right one. This only fueled the theory that the boys were caught in the middle of something bigger than themselves. At the same time, fans noticed small, telling moments. Jungkook was seen arriving early to a recording session, visibly tense and preoccupied. Taeyoung, on the other hand, arrived shortly after, his face quiet and solemn. The two exchanged a long, silent look, which fans interpreted as a shared understanding of the situation. These subtle interactions felt loaded with emotion, as though they were silently communicating something that fans couldn't fully grasp. HYBE's increasingly strategic silence. As more rumors swirled, HYBE began taking actions that only deepened the mystery. Several posts were deleted or restricted, and official announcements seemed carefully controlled. ARMY started to ask, why erase posts if there was nothing to hide? Was there something more going on behind those closed doors? Then, a small but significant detail sent shockwaves through the fandom, an updated schedule that listed Jungkook and Taeyoung separately for the first time. While it wasn't a major public statement, it was enough to suggest that the rumors might be true, that the boys could indeed be separated for some upcoming projects. The emotional impact on fans was undeniable. This wasn't just about business, it was about the possibility of losing something much deeper, their connection, their friendship, and their bond. A new theory emerges, protecting the group. As the situation unfolded, fans started to hold on to a glimmer of hope. A new theory emerged suggesting that the tension wasn't about a rift between Jungkook and Taeyoung. Instead, it was about what they were trying to protect, their group, their identity, and their fans. If the boys were truly resisting a company decision that didn't align with their beliefs, then their silence could be seen as an act of defiance, a refusal to accept something they didn't agree with. This theory resonated deeply with ARMY, who had always understood BTS as a family. The idea that Jungkook and Taeyoung were fighting to stay together, fighting to protect their bond, made the situation feel less like a tragedy and more like a battle for something they deeply cherished. The emotional toll on the fans. As the weeks went on, the emotional impact of the situation weighed heavily on the fandom. ARMY's frustration, sadness, and fear turned into determination. Fans weren't just waiting for answers, they were actively searching for clues, hoping for a sign that would explain everything. The silence, the cryptic messages, and the industry leaks all pointed to a bigger story, one that no press release had revealed yet. The fandom's response was a mix of fear and hope. Fans rallied together in online spaces, sharing